Hey, everybody, give me a second here to get things organized. How's everybody doing? Give me a second. Let me just say hi. Make sure you're on live chat, not top chat. And let me turn the color up or the light up on this phone so I can see better. There it is. Um, Let me see now. Billy Buckland, Seashell, Carol McKinney, Dallas Red, Joanne Anderson, Joyce Rich, Kathy Fernandez, Christina Moran, Leanne Bishop, Lori McKenzie, Mama Cat, Norby, North of 49 Canuck, C'est moi, Pat Lundberg, Furby, Raf, Tony DeLuca, and Venus Holland. Um, Has anybody seen Big Bob Brink lately? We haven't seen much of him lately. Hey. Now let me just put it on live chat. How's it going? I am not better, but I'm better. Does that make sense? Um, it's raining right now, and it's that kind of all day drizzling rain. I have a hard time. Top of the afternoon to you, Trina Bromer. Rhonda Dewey. Excuse me while I roll stuff while we talk. So, I wasn't planning on coming back until tomorrow, but because I'm still really sore, but the depression has lifted. The worst of the depression is lifted. Hi, Snacking Cake. How's it going? I'm zombie. I'm okay. Okay, just give me a second here. I'm not really prepared in my brain for this. Hey, Rennie, how's it going? Good morning from cool it's cool. Nice. Glad to see you. I missed you and hope you're feeling better. I'm getting there. I'm on the road to recovery. I hit a wall in the middle of the night, like after the Thanksgiving. Now, let's talk about my collab thing. Sutton's Days did approach me through Messenger, and I told her it was going to be Canadian Thanksgiving, and she said, no worries. I said, I'll do what I can to put one up. And I did record it. As you saw today. That's a pre-recording. And I just, when I went to bed on Thanksgiving, right? Monday was actually the beginning of it. It was really hard. We had dinner on Sunday. Monday, I started feeling like I couldn't do much. And Howie said, don't worry about it, right? And I, without thinking, I forget how a fibro flare creeps up on you. It can slam you or it can creep up on you. So Monday, Howie said, oh, don't worry about it. We'll just have turkey sandwiches. I started turkey soup, which we had for supper last night. Turkey soup and chive and parsley dumpling. Oh, that was so good. And, oh, thank you, Sue Marie. Hey, Kathy. Hey, teasers. So I just thought I was really, really tired after canning and then going straight from canning kitchen to Thanksgiving dinner. And Monday, I just thought I was tired, you know? And then Monday night, I woke up in the middle of the night, just curled in on myself. My legs were cramping. I couldn't straighten my arms because my elbows were done. Gracie, shut up! She keeps barking at nothing. Now, why is this? Did he unplug this? Oh, all right. Just a minute, folks. Gracie, get down. Gracie, get down. Gracie, get down. No. Back off. Back. Back. a brat today. You're being a brat. I have no idea what this is, folks. But it has my name on it. Oh. Will you bugger off? Oh, it's the box. Okay. Howie has to take, it's the box for ExploreNet. The modem's got to go in there. All right, I thought I got excited for a minute. Yarn! Give me a second. Sorry, folks, it buffered for some stupid reason. So let me just make sure. Yeah, my internet or my Wi-Fi's turned off. They don't rebox it, so it says what it is on outside. Had to get it in quick. Hey, Robin Rose. So went to bed Monday night, woke up in the middle of the night Tuesday morning, like literally feeling like I was drawn into a crump. I felt like a ball of foil. You know how you're all crumpled together like that? And anytime you move it, it makes noise because that's what my body was doing. So I thought I was getting the flu. I thought, and then Howie's like, Bev, it's your fibro. And I went, oh, son of a bitch. Because all the symptoms come in varying degrees, right? So I was feeling off and then feeling kind of depressed. And then I woke up in pain and I couldn't understand why I couldn't stop crying. And I couldn't, every time I tried to do something, I would start to cry because it hurt so much. And not so much because it hurt. I wasn't crying necessarily because of the pain. I was crying because the pain upsets me because it limits me. Right. So you got all these emotions balled into one. And I had to take some time off and I wasn't going to come back till Monday, but I felt the depression start to lift today. I'm a little more mobile. Oh, Doris, I'll always get better, honey. I mean, ow. I mean, that's just a part of life, right? Exactly, Christina. Blue Fire. Treasure in Kentucky. My cheap round steak purchase yesterday is in the can. Oh, what a great deal, honey. Shout out to my boyfriend Kelsey and I, and all the way in Portage la Prairie. Wow, I know where that is. I went through there on a train once. Oh, it's nice to see you, Kyle. I love Treasure. I love the fact that you went there and you saw steaks and somebody put the wrong sticker on it. Guess what? Good for you. Don't ever feel guilty when they missticker something. And you find it. That's yours to find. That's your guiding spirit going, hey, left you a present, Hey, Sherry, how's it going? Joe Mama, Teresa Beeson, Lisa Spear. Oh, for God's sakes, Gracie. She's just being a total, whoops, sorry. She's being a total tool today. She really is. And she wants, oh shit, what did I do now? What did I do now? Did I just cover the camera or something? I can't, what did I do? Can you still see me? Ow, Gracie, wait. Oh, there it is. Gracie's really impatient here. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. You've been so good looking after Mommy, eh? Anywhere I sit, she's on my legs, she's on my lap, she's behind my bum. I know, it's a big job, but you are so good at it. Eh? Looking after your Mommy? Oh, my goodness. Madu. Oh. Ouch. Watch the skin, okay? Got a kiss? Thank you. Oh, there it is. There yes. Yeah. You really got to recognize that Kathy's not, our mail lady isn't the enemy. She usually brings presents of some form or another. Hey, can I have a kiss? All right, go lay down. I know, go lay down. So, where is my chat? There it is. Pop out. Bring it back over and put it on live chat. I'm really not all that. I'm still in the fog a bit, so. Hey, Marie Dunn, Julie Austin, Amanda. Thank you, teasers. Nature's Art, yo mama. You had snow yesterday. Where are you, Christina? In Colorado? Hey, mama tried. So, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I had a negative reaction to Linda's pantry thing. It wasn't what she said. Okay, it wasn't what she said on camera. Someone said, well, it wasn't really a dig. She just mentioned it. And someone came to me and I said, no. The problem was a bunch of people saying, oh, I thought, our half acre homestead was going to be on here. And I'm really sad that they weren't or whatever. And she go, well, they should have, if they couldn't make it, they should have she should have just canceled. And, and someone else said, well, and they said, well, then she should have just told people that she couldn't make it. And yada, but she got snippy. Right. And I said, excuse me, let me clarify. If you're going to get snippy with me, folks, get snippy with me on camera. Don't sneak down into the comments and lacerate, my character behind my back. This is why I don't pay attention to other people's videos much. Because I don't, not everybody, Well, no, it wasn't her comment in the video. It was the comments that she replied to, her snippiness in the comments she replied to, and I don't want to talk about it. Linda's Pantry. Linda from Linda's Pantry is a lovely woman. She's been through a lot the last few years. And she's just trying to survive like everybody else. Okay? That's all. That's all I got to say. Well, we're not going to tear anybody down. All right? That's not how we work, right? Terry, when is the card exchange going to, when are we going to get our names? Cuz I bought US stamps yesterday. Oh, is Furby here? Hi, Dallas. Yes, darling. I know you better be good. Right? That's not who we are. Right? That doesn't mean we or you need to be rude. Spread acceptance and love, please. Absolutely. Hey! Thank you for reminding me. CalMag and my Moringa. I take it at the desk in the morning now because... And I only take one CalMag. It seems to keep the leg cramps at bay. Hey, Eileen. How's it? Eileen, sorry. Come on, Eileen. Thank you. Well, I mean, sometimes I will delete negative comments if people are being rude. I'll delete their comments off my video. Right? Love, not hate. Ribby! Yes, take your vitamins. Hey, Mary Cook. So, let's hang on a second. Pardon? Because the tea's hot. Fury! Furby! Furby, your bumper stickers are on their way. I mailed them. I went out yesterday. Did I go out yesterday? What's today? Thursday? Yeah, I went out yesterday. Briar's forms came, and then his forms proving that he doesn't have OHIP in Ontario, or insurance in Ontario came. So he went in, picked him up. He went in the pharmacy. He had his picture taken. I filled out the forms. There wasn't really much to fill out. I filled out the forms and I just showed him, sign here, sign here. I said, do you want the organ donor thing? Absolutely, Mom. So he signed the organ donor thing. This is my son. This is his reasoning. I'm not going to need him after I'm dead. And if they can find anything useful in this abused body, then let them have it. So then I took him to the post office and I made him mail his thing express post so that there would be a signature at the other end. It can't get lost in the mail because it has an original birth certificate in it, right? Richard had to call the cops yesterday to get your legs. What the hell's going on? I had to put dog's meds in Sunset med holder because I couldn't remember if I gave it to her. Hey, Free Just Free. When I oven canned flour to be packed and hard to get out. Yeah, what happens is if you don't let your flour come up to room temperature after it being in the freezer, it will, if you put it cold into the jars, it will, the moisture will dry it into a big cake. You put it in you just break it up with a knife and put it in the food processor. Don't ever can it at over 200 degrees, okay, folks, because that actually cooks it. Hey, Emma Bouchard, how's it going? Sandra Welsh. Happy to catch you live. Mrs. V, been watching your replay. Hey, Carrie, while getting ready for work in the mornings. Could you please show the bottle of what you take for leg cramps? It's calcium, magnesium, plus D3. So the D3 is what they call the sunshine med. That will help me with all this dark weather and the dark weather of the summer. The calcium is for strong bones and stuff, but it won't get absorbed into my system unless it's coupled with magnesium. My body doesn't absorb calcium unless it's with magnesium. And what the leg cramps are in most cases that you get at night, it's your muscles trying to pull calcium from your bones because your muscles are they're short for calcium. That's why magnesium foot baths and sitz baths and soaks are so good for your muscles because it's magnesium sulfate. D3 makes the nerves fire. Magnesium makes the cramp stop. Calcium bonus, not for cramp specific. No, exactly. And D3 is what, I suffer along with. I don't like to list all the things I suffer. Why? Because it's depressing. But I do suffer SAD, which is seasonal affective disorder, if I don't get enough sunshine. So that's one reason to take D3 in the wintertime. Well, thank you, Janie. I don't feel pretty. I don't feel pretty. I don't feel pretty or witty or pleased. Whatever. Question, I'm getting ready to can pumpkin and sweet potatoes. Can I peel them one day and can the next, as long as you leave them in water with a bit of lemon juice or citric acid, okay, in the fridge? You can leave them as long as you put them in the fridge in water. Have you ever made pumpkin crunch bread? It's like pie in bread form. Oh, please send me that recipe at connectedheartsfamily@gmail.com because I'm got a lot of pumpkin. So I'd like to try that. D3 is the best thing for boosting immunity. Well, I also have B12, but I'm not taking it yet. I should have been taking it. Thank you, Wooten. I never missed the sun till I moved to the UK. Got depressed in less than a season. Yeah. Yeah. If I don't go out, if I didn't have a garden to go out to or a pool to go out to, I'd probably never get any sun. Right? So that's one of the reasons I'm out in the pool. Well, I'm not now. In the summertime, I spend a lot of time in the pool during the day. Putter about the garden. Sometimes I'll just go and sit out in the Nan's old rocking chair out there and sit in the sun. I mean, I got some sun this year, you can see, but I mean, there's pictures of me. That one with Briar, in the pictures of Briar, where he's grabbing the beans while I'm trying to snap them. I mean, I was round and fat, but I was brown. I was brown with sun. In your meat pies, can you use store-bought ham and bacon? Um, I don't think I put ham in them, do I? I would use streaky bacon, and I might use some female bacon. But you make it your own. You do what you do. You do with what you have, right? That's a whole part of home economics. What type of excuse me, my monitor shut off. What type of dry beans would you pair with ham stock for canning? Kidney beans, navy beans, do some of both. I take 2,400 I use daily. Been doing this since 2010 and stopped getting flu shots. Haven't had the flu yet. Oh yeah, and I have echinacea too, which I think I'm just going to take like once a week, just to kind of build up the immunity in my because it is cold and flu season, and it is my year to get bronchitis, but I'm not going to get it this year because sometimes it skips a year, and this is the year it skips. Big lima beans. Well, I've never liked lima beans. That's just me, so don't take that personally. Hey, Julie Otteson. How's it going, honey? Julie Britt. I lost the video right back. Okay. Oh, well, thank you, Michelle. Anyway, flageolet bean are my jam. I've never even heard of them. Hi, Aldo. Bev. Deborah Ramirez says, how long do I dehydrate pumpkin? Did you watch my video? You dehydrate it until you can peel it off the fruit leather tray and it's crispy. It'll snap. There's no moisture whatsoever. There are no hard and fast rules for time. The time is when the stuff's dry. And it needs to, if you're doing pumpkin puree, make sure it's brittle. And I would advise too that if you can, when it comes, like sometimes it'll be in all one piece, but it looks dry, and when you pick it up, it's damp on the other side, flip that over. As a matter of fact, if you can pick the whole piece up, but it's still moist, take the fruit leather tray off and, but when it's dry. Do you ever take fire cider? What's fire cider, Lou? Most of my stuff takes 24 hours, anywhere from 12 to 36 hours, depending on what you're dehydrating. Hi, Julie Brett. I just introduced a friend to dehydrating. I sent her the link to your dehydrating apples video. I think she's hooked. Dehydrating and canning is something you get hooked on real quick. Because when you look in your pantry, like my pantry isn't going to seem stuffed like everybody else's, and I'm just waiting. As a matter of fact, I've already given stuff away, right? But I'm still waiting to do my chickens. I know you would appreciate this. I found black and kidney beans at Walmart for 25 cents a can. I bought 4 cases each, dated until 2023. There you go. Although I don't use it that much. Like those kidney beans I canned last year, I've still got 3 jars left. I save it for, like, I already have it in my minestrone soup. So I save it for, like, this is what I did when my niece was here. I said, she's a pickle junkie, so I gave her a big jar of pickles. And then I gave her a jar of vegetable spaghetti sauce because her roommate is struggling to be a vegetarian, right? So I said, here, and I gave her a bottle of my vegetable spaghetti sauce and a jar of vegetable broth. I said, take these and heat them up together. Here, dump this can of beans in. So I gave her broth, spaghetti sauce, and kidney beans. I I said, dump them all in there. Bring it up. As soon as it comes to a boil, drop in a handful of pasta, and you've got minestrone soup. Thanks, Bob. So, I, like previously mentioned, UK, so dehydrating, not really a thing at 75% humidity. It can still work. It can still work. Hey, Doris. Excuse me, Doris. How are you, darling? Absolutely, we need a phone chat. Hey, Charlotte. Operator error, I've no doubt. Yeah, so my tomorrow my the new technician is coming to put in 3 boxes. One in the living room, one in the bedroom, one downstairs. So, oh, welcome back, Rose. So, but instead of like last Friday, it was supposed to be 8 till noon and he never showed up at all. And then Wednesday before, okay, I had the Wednesday I had the work with the technician that didn't want to work. So hopefully, but I have to be up at 8 tomorrow morning. So because he could be here anywhere between 8 in the morning and 5 in the afternoon. Gee, thanks. But tomorrow's going to be a day where I probably won't live stream. I'm going to, unless he comes early in the morning. But tomorrow's my day. I got to get quilting. So thank you, Wooten. I have a bunch of quart jars for sale. Ooh, put them on Facebook. Put them on Facebook Marketplace. Hi, Wendy Dronin, new sub. Welcome aboard. Lori Lumax. How are you, darling? That's okay, Edie. Wow, I thought Belle was all done with your installation. Oh, hell no. No, this is, it's just my TV. My TV needs to be installed. My internet isn't, everyone says it's better than ExploreNet, but I still can't live stream. So we're stuck with data, but it's still going to cost me a whole lot less. I am dehydrating full since I got my dehydrator. Love it. Now to find a pressure canner. Amazon. I was thinking about $4 a case. What do you think? What size of jars are they? If they are here in Canada, even at any store, jars are like $12 a case. Half pint jars are like $7.99. Pint jars are like $8.99. Quart jars are like $11.99, $12.99. So, all right, let me roll my meds. When it's sealed in the jar, humidity shouldn't matter. Well, exactly. You might, and if you're dehydrating in the UK and you do get it dry, you may want to get some little desiccant packages. If I'm saying it right, it's those little moisture absorbers. Throw them in the jar, not oxygen absorber. You can throw one of each if you want. Hey, Shelly Sykes. How are you, darling? Did you get my email? Lindia Cook Anderson. How do you say that? Lindia? I live in Kamaya, Idaho. Hey, Case Corner, Terry, sign up for the holiday card. And okay, I'm curious, Terry. Is like, how are you going to do it? You're going to put our names in a list? Like, because I'm thinking, how can she do that? Because we're going to end up with more than 5 cards each. You realize this, right? So if there's 10 people and you put this is my thinking. There's 10 people on the list, okay? And then you put all their names in a bucket. And then the first person on the list gets 5 names and they get put over here. The second person on the list gets the other 5 names. They get put over here. There's still like 8 people left. So we dump them all back in. And then person number 3 gets 5 names. You know what I mean? Is that how you're doing it? Asking for prayers today. I go into the doctor's to get the biopsy results. You're going to be fine, baby. You're going to be fine. It's all good. You let me know otherwise, but it's going to be fine. I don't feel any urgency whatsoever. So, okay, so $45 a case on Amazon. Exactly. The five people get grouped together. No, what happens is one person, the first person, there's this participating. Then you put all their names in a hat and you pull out five and give those five names to the first person and say, get in contact with these people for addresses. Then the next person on the list, you take out five more names. And when you run out of names in the bag, you just take this bag and dump it back in again, right? That's why I thought five cards was a lot. I figured if we did two, everybody would end up with five or six. But this way, we're all going to have greetings from each other. It'll be wonderful. I need to sign up for the Christmas card recipe exchange. You got to be a Facebook Connected Hearts member because that's where it is. Ninja Food Grill. Fabulous. Really, Darlene? Read above. Everyone goes on a list, and then person one sent to the five people below them. Number two sent to the five people below them. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay. All right. But you see how if there's 100 people participating and there's 100 people over here, we're all going to get like 10, 15 cards each. That's why I think I bought 12 stamps yesterday just to be safe. All right, Snack and Cake, you take care. Mwah. Daughter was diagnosed with borderline preeclampsia. She's 29 weeks. Prayers, please. Oh my God. I'm so glad they caught it. I'm so glad they caught it. She'll be fine, sweetheart. Of course, we'll include her in the prayers. Hey, Teresa Tabor, how's it going? I'm already a part of the wonderful Connected Hearts Facebook page. Well, then you go into the Facebook page, and I'm pretty sure Terry made it as an announcement at the beginning. So every time you go in, it'll be in one of the first couple of posts you see. Is that not right, Terry? All right. I have to get to work here on... Me too, Furby. Me too. I collect stamps. Was looking forward to a Canadian stamp. Well, they come from Canada, but they're priced for American. Does that make sense? I'll have to look. But then I always have these too. And I just put two of these on an American, but I wanted to make sure I didn't use up all my other stamps. Sign-ups in the announcements. Okay. Nest Peeper. This is her third time, but the other were much further into it. Is that causing, is it happening repeatedly with each pregnancy? They should be able to find out what's causing that. I'm collecting some courage to go to the store. You'll be fine, baby. You will be fine. You answer the... Okay. Yes. If you go to the Facebook Connected Hearts page and you want to be a member, answer the questions. They're not hard. That's what's your name on YouTube. If it's not the same on Facebook, and if it is, just say the same. What's your how long have you been following our half acre homestead, whether it's 3 days or 3 years or 3 months? And then you agree to the rules, and the rules are love, support. We lift each other up. We share, we support, we connect. We don't tear people down. There you go, B. Wooten. Hey, cool motion from Las Vegas. Lou, just Lou. It fights colds, viruses, really boosts your system. What are we talking about, Lou? I missed the first half of the comment. What did I miss? What did I miss? I can't find it. Please tell me what I missed. All right, Darlene, you take care. Pensacola, Florida. Hi, Tanya. How's it going? Heart Rose. Oh, my goodness. Ribby. Yes, my moderators are amazing people. If you do not see the questions, log out, clean cache, and try again. Am I am the only I am lonely this year, so would love to get as many cards as I can. Well, join up at the Facebook um, Connected Hearts page, join, and then join in the card exchange. And the rules, it will be explained to you. The card exchange is you get 5 names, and then you go to those 5 people and you say, I need your address, right? And they get your address. No, you only do 5. You only do 5. You don't exchange with those 5 people. You just send them to those 5 people. Am I correct, Terry? Because you can't expect them to get 5 names and still send back to the person. You know what I mean? So just send cards to the 5 names on your list that you get. And the recipe is, and it doesn't have to be a Christmas card. If you don't celebrate Christmas, or you just want to send a card saying, I'm thinking of you, or I hope you're doing well today, and a little recipe card with your favorite recipe on it. Doesn't have to be your recipe. It could be a store recipe that you've tweaked. It could be just because it's your favorite, right? Thank you so much, Ribby. We have to decline you if you don't answer all 3 of the questions to join the Facebook group. That is correct. That is correct. We have to be very careful about the people we let in, because it only takes one apple. It only takes one person to completely undermine the safety we feel in our group. It only takes one. So that's why we're really careful with it. My daughter got a new job today. Woohoo, Sarah Young, I'm so happy. Thank you. These are my rainbow glasses. I'm excited about the card exchange too. Fight FEMA and park tree marked for cutting, was it? I don't understand anything you just said, Tanya. You might want to explain it to me, because I don't know. I am picking up index cards and Christmas stickers to do my recipes on. I'm ready. As a matter of fact, I'll put those in there. I think I might have more. Oh, look. Oh, I got some 3D ones. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. What else do I have? Oh. Index cards and stickers. And of course, where did my cards go? Where did my Christmas cards go? Oh, they're all up there. And I got 90 cards, because I can usually easily send 30 out to family and friends. And she will be working with a dentist. She loves that type of work. Awesome. That's wonderful. Who gets a job? If you cannot handwrite your recipes, no biggie, just type them. It's the thought that counts. That's right. I am going to try and handwrite my recipes, but warning. And you could type them and print them off and then glue them to an index card too. Just make your font small enough. Important question. What size index cards? 3x5 or 4x6? Well, it depends on the size of cards you're mailing, the size of holiday cards you're mailing it, right? D, eyes don't lie to address Bev. Use all caps to talk to. Just right. Thank you, honey. I know. Absolutely. Hell, if you like you find a recipe in a magazine, you can cut that out, photocopy it, and put it on your cut it up and put it on your index cards. I mean, just because it's a recipe doesn't mean you have to write it, and it doesn't mean you can't decorate it. right? Because I plan on writing all the recipes down in my, I have a handwritten, is it in here? I started a cookbook years ago, years ago, and it's all dirty and covered and stuff. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put a rope out for my recipe card friends, and I'm going to staple the recipe to the bottom of the card. So I'll write it down in my book, but I'm going to staple it to the bottom of the card so that anybody coming into the house can look and take a recipe too if they want. Doesn't that sound like fun? I was going to go written down and printed if they cannot read my scribble. Well, I mean, just do what you're comfortable with, right? Just because it's handwritten or not doesn't mean you can't have fun with it. Have you ever pickled Brussels sprouts? No. No, never pickled Brussels sprouts. I boil them and then fry them. Well, or fry them. I mean, I've just eaten. I'm a weird person. I can just eat a plate of hot Brussels sprouts out of boiled with butter and salt and pepper. Wisconsin! Hey, Debbie HS. That's wonderful. It's baking stuff like cookies or pies, not other. You can put any recipe you want. If you want to put a recipe for raisin bread, you put a recipe for raisin bread. But it should have some kind of theme for the winter, whether it's a Christmas theme or comfort food theme or whatever. But it's mostly going to be like cookies and pies and stuff. But I mean, if you know, and it doesn't have to be yours, Doris. You can just find your favorite recipe that you use every year, and it's become tradition in your house, like my whipped shortbread. I didn't make whipped shortbread till a few years ago, and it's now on my list of must bakes for Christmas. Hey, life, how's it going? I am buying printer recipe cards. I can't write. My hands get cramped up and I can't move them. So printer cards it is. Well, there you go. Husband loves Brussels sprouts fried in balsamic glaze. I fry them in onions and bacon. Like anything that's bitter needs onions and bacon because onions are sweet and bacon is salty. Millionaire pie. Ooh, we used to make millionaire squares. And that was just a shortbread base with the gooey caramel and then chocolate ganache. But millionaire pie, wow, it's just way too rich. I just sweating just thinking about it. Can you dehydrate Brussels sprouts? Doubtful. I mean, I'm not saying you can't, but I would say cook them and cut them in half. Boil them, then cut them in half, and then lay them and try. But only do a small amount just in case it doesn't work because they're very dense. What city in Michigan do you live in? I don't live in Michigan, sweetheart. I live in Quebec, Canada. Welcome aboard, the eyes don't lie. You must be new. I already have my recipes picked out. Handwrite one, then photocopy. There's an idea too, if you can, but like Dallas can barely type, let alone write. Everyone welcome to join the exchange. It does not matter that you do or if you do or do not celebrate Christmas. It doesn't have to be about Christmas. You may get the name of someone says, I don't celebrate. Then you say, you send a card that says, I'm thinking of you. Or I hope this card brightens your dark winter days or the dark winter days or something like that. Yes, Super Hazer lives in Belgium. Would think if you can do cabbage, you could do Brussels sprouts. Yeah, but Brussels sprouts are smaller and more dense. Maybe if you shred them, then you wouldn't have to cook them. So if you kind of shred that, like cut the little things off the bottoms and you shred them in little slices and crumble them, I don't see why you couldn't do that, right? If you cannot type, try using the voice type on your PC. That will work too. Hi, Brigitte. I was on Top Chat. It's wonderful to see you feeling better. Well, thank you, darling. I'm getting there. It's this kind of shit usually only comes to me in like January, February, and it's only October. So I really wanted to try and rest up. Yarn, I want to receive a card from your holiday. In other words, whatever holiday you celebrate, right? Turn my porch into a kitchen. Well, I'm thinking that we've got a big cabinet out there that's really nice, but we don't use it for anything. So I'm thinking of I was going to put my hutch and my potato box and a shelf and my little fridge out there and put my desk in my turn my office into the end of the pantry, but the pantry's getting too full for me to comfortably maneuver things out and remove shelves. Like I have a huge pantry, but there's only two of us that live here, right? Stressful September caught up with you, Bev. Well, I mean, it's been a stressful year, hasn't it? It's been a stressful year. It's been a stressful year. I remember October last year, one day going to bed in October. And just as I was going to sleep, you know how when you go to sleep, everything's dim and everything? I saw or I felt a, how do I describe this? Just as I was going to sleep, I saw my whole room go darker than it was. And then an overfeeling weight of oppression came with it emotionally. That was last October. And that's what's going on in the world. Well, it's not too full. What time is my sunset? All right, Katie, you take care, sweetheart. It's not too full. It's just disorganized. I've been working on organizing it. My RA is flaring up like hell. I think it's the season. Absolutely. You take care, Hazer. I love you. And no, folks, I'm not a creeping old cougar. I just love him like a nephew or a son. So anyway, that's what's going on in my life. Gracie, stop. Just stop. This box, I have to send the thing off the dish for my internet, and I have to send their modem, or it's going to cost me $400. So, Rosebud Wilson. There's a blue moon on the horizon. I see a bad moon arising. I see trouble on the way. I remember when I was falling asleep, the feeling was, have you ever watched those movies when the movies first came out and they had this, you know, that really heavy duty when you got surround sound? That's kind of how it felt. This darkness that was descending, and it wasn't just descending in my room, it was descending on the world. And it was like, and I was just dozing off, and I woke up and I said, Howie, and he said, what? I said, someone's coming down the pipe real bad. And he goes, oh, you always feel this way in the fall. I said, no, this is, so I'm really grateful. Last year we had a big, like, gluten-free Thanksgiving. This year it was just, my niece and her friend, and I couldn't have anybody else because they were fresh out of quarantine. So, and apparently there's a full moon on Halloween. Woo-hoo! Gonna light my pumpkin. And I noticed the kids next door, the family next door, have put out pumpkins on their railing. Now, there's no trick-or-treating around here, but there's also little kids down the road. So I'm thinking we may, hang a skeleton or something from the end of our driveway and put a pumpkin in the window and one on the porch in case the neighbor's kids, and we're going to let them know that, hey, we're giving out treats, right? Because we haven't done it in so long. And we'll just, we'll have little baggies and we'll just toss them to them. Here you go, open your bag, right? Keep feeling like 2021 is going to be so much better. I hope so. There are holes in the blanket by which the nefarious part of this pandemic, the people that are running the darkness stuff, okay, I know it sounds all weird. The people that are taking advantage of the pandemic, the people that are making it look worse than it really is. I'm not saying it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying they've got a lot of people locked down. I mean, apparently I live in a red zone, right? So I don't know. I do not know for you guys, but isolation is also making my health take a dive. That's true. And that's one of the reasons when January hit last year, because I take January off. I don't do any videos unless one comes to me, right? And so I started doing the daily live streams. And it turned out that it was something we all needed on a daily basis. Now, I've missed 1 or 2 days last month, I think, and I've missed a couple this month, obviously. But think about this. I've been daily live streaming since January, and I'm exhausted. Well, I was exhausted. And the fighting against all the negativity that's coming in our world right now is not an easy job, right? I think it's better than the first wave. I also think people are smarter. And no, I don't see people panic buying unless it's jars and lids if they find them. But I don't see people panic buying. We have learned how to behave since last year, right? We started earlier and we started smarter. Gotten up to 1,500 cases a day here. Wow. We're going to grill hot dogs for treaters. Ooh, that sounds good. Humans are meant to interact and socialize. We are meant to be out in nature and breathe air. Absolutely, my love. Absolutely. How are you today, sweetheart? Gotten up to, yeah. I didn't know I was in a red zone until I went to Wakefield yesterday. Now I don't know if I'm in a red zone, but when Austin and Briar got in the truck, Austin was wearing a mask. And it's like when we got gas, Briar went like this and touched the pumps. And he's like, Briar, don't touch your face and touch the pumps. And I said, you know what? Anybody touching those pumps is going to sanitize their hands afterwards, including Briar. If they don't, they're just foolish, right? But he said, well, we're in a red zone. I said, I had no idea. I haven't had TV. And you know what? I'm enjoying the lack of it. You make live streaming look so easy, hard to look in camera and talk and not hear voices back at you. That's true chaos. That's true. But the thing is I know you're there. I know you're there. So when I read your messages, take care, Furby. Look for your little parcel in the mail. Don't worry if she misses your question or comment. Chat can scroll by very fast, so please check again. Oh, every day, Megan Clark. Since January last year, I missed yesterday. What's today? Thursday, and I missed Tuesday. And then I missed a day or two last month. That's like what, 4 days in January, February, March, 10 months, 4 days in 10 months. So forgive me, because this has become a major part of my day. But tomorrow I'm going to be up at 8 o'clock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit and quilt until tomorrow afternoon. And then my live stream is going to be around tomorrow afternoon. Do you want to see my turkey and dumplings video? I know I made one last year. And then I'm going to come and do the live stream tomorrow afternoon, probably around 2 or 3 o'clock. And then I'm doing Freaky Friday because I'm not driving Briar tomorrow night. So Wisconsin is an epicenter now. Wow. Gracie knows her mama isn't feeling well. Yeah, she's constantly on me. Having a haircut today. First haircut since December. Are you cutting it short, Raph? Okay, Furby. Mrs. V, you don't need to apologize. You're doing an amazing job. We all love you. Oh, Carrie, thank you. Thank you. What type of dumpling? It's a flour dumpling. I didn't have the energy or strength to make noodles. I don't have a operating KitchenAid yet, so I couldn't make noodles. So I made flour dumplings and I added chives and parsley. Yes, show turkey and dumpling recipe. Okay. I started the turkey soup right after dinner on Sunday. And then Monday, I removed all the bones and everything. And then I put in the vegetables and let it slow cook. And then I put it in the fridge and I made it yesterday. It was really good. Thank you, Shandon. Just Jen. Hi, Bev. It's Jen in New Brunswick. How are you, darling? Wish it get better, but won't because of stoke. I'm not sure what's going on, Lacey Black. World or drop. I just drop them. And actually, the first time I did it, it was really easy, but I think I put too much flour in. So I ended up having to add more milk and oil, but it still turned out really, really good. Oh my goodness. I don't do rolled dumplings. I don't, unless it's like a different type of soup where you have like a noodle stuffed dumpling, but it's either noodles or flour drop dumplings usually. Hey, Ginger. I feel a million should apologize for all I miss. Life happens. I'm not sure I understand that statement, Ruby. Julie Aston, here in the UK, London, Birmingham. Birmingham! You ever seen Peaky Blinders? What a great show. And a few other cities are in lockdown or are about to be so. The virus is picking up here again. Hubby does suet dumplings, but it's not my thing. No, I just use flour, baking powder, salt, oil, and milk. And then, but this time I added parsley and dumplings. Teflon! How's it going? Lacey Black had a stroke in March, but it hasn't gotten much better. Well, honey, you just keep at it. Rome wasn't built in a day. And when your body goes through something that horrific, it just means you have to work twice as hard to getting it back. Okay, but don't let it be a death sentence for you. Don't let it be an excuse not to do things. So, I can't keep up with watching all the videos to support those I love. Family demands and other issues happen. Of course. Cleaning house, gotta run. My love to you all. Okay, Case Corner. I'm right on time for the trolls. Yeah, holy crap. So, let's just ignore the trolls, okay? Cleaning house, gotta run. Right on time. Mobile, Alabama is finally down in cases. Been high since Easter. Wow. Wow. Hey, Liberty's Journey. I'm debating on a haircut, Raf. Longest it's been in years. Still not too long. I'm kind of keeping mine. I might need to trim those soon. Can I recan pizza sauce from the store? I would actually dehydrate that. I would water it down a bit and dehydrate it. Recanning it, I don't know. I don't know. No worries, hammer is polished. Take more than one person for homestead. Yes, you can. Okay. Are you talking to Susie Dillon? Tifton, Georgia is lower this month on the virus. Hey, Bev, are you on? Yes, Stephen, I'm on. How are you, darling? How is the glut? Oh my God, I get tired just looking at what you got to deal with, and that's not even the stuff for the market. Did you decide whether or not you're going to close early this year? Adalia DBs, 2021 will be learning acceptance and just a period. I know it's hard, but I fear it. I fear what is in store. Never fear the future. If you have something to fear or you think you have something to fear in the future, you have until you reach there to fix the problem. Every one of us has, every single one of us has our own job to do in fixing what's going on around us. We all have our own job. Yes, I was down for a couple of days, but it's not going to stop me from being here every day that I can with you folks and just letting us breathe and uplift and be positive. You know what I mean? Oh, Diary, 4 cases in my area right now. We are at, you know what? I'm going to check my area because I never even bother because I don't have a TV. Let's just do this. Two arenas in Gatineau reopen after temporary closure. Ooh. Yeah, Quebec's still the highest numbers in Canada. Still the highest numbers in Canada, and I don't want to look. Not going to look at that at all. Live chat. Where's my pop out? I'm not going to stay on here long, folks. Pretty sure my flu was COVID. The intense weakness that made me drop was unusual. Bev, where are you looking? I was just looking on Google. But I don't want to look. I really don't. I'm not sick. Yeah, I'm sick. But it's just fibro stuff, you know? And I'm well prepared if I get the flu or bronchitis or anything else. To do today is me and my partner's seventh today. Oh, well, how? Congratulations, Lacey. Happy anniversary. Well, the thing is, that's right. I don't trust Google. I don't necessarily trust anything that I see on the TV or on the internet. Okay? What I trust is what we talk about. I'm apparently in a red zone and I was fine. I mean, yeah, we wore our masks in the stores. Austin wore his in the truck because he's got his immune system. He's very delicate, right? So my county posts it on a website. Sign up for the holiday card exchange. We need this is our website to check in on each other and see how we are doing. And as far as I know, I've only had 2 or 3 people in all of Facebook tell me that they've had COVID or someone they know and love has COVID. Now, I happen to know that a whole shitload of people had COVID here in November last year. And that's why my Christmas Eve, that was in November, but my Christmas Eve open house was closed because so many people were sick. Don't tell me it wasn't here. You're welcome, Lacey Black. Welcome to my world, Bev. Hot spot here in Milwaukee. You know what? We just got to be careful. We just got to travel with hand sanitizer and masks. Okay? And we make sure we keep our distance. Right? Like Austin was our little meter, right? We were going around going, "Oh, that looks good," and then putting it back. And Austin goes, "Guys, look at it, but only touch it if you're going to put it in your cart." And we went, "Right. Never thought of that." You know what I mean? Hey, Don Goff, how's it going? We have had no COVID cases at my hospital. There you go. Right. I remember that. 2 family members had it in New Jersey, but they both recovered, thankfully. All my family members recovered. We have had no COVID. Oh, I love you too, Dawn. I think we had it way before. Oh, frig, yes, way before January. And the thing is in January, do you remember? I went to a wedding. In Toronto. Stayed in an Airbnb. And there were 5 of us in that Airbnb from 3 different households. Then we went to the wedding. Now, the only person I know of, like everybody else who had it in November, December, seemed to be clear of it in December, except for my cousin Paige. And she was still fighting it when she went to the wedding. She hugged her aunt and uncle, and they got it. Right? So, I mean, the rest of us seem to be fine, as far as I know. I look forward to the chats in the country kind of isolated. Love this channel. I love my isolation. I really do. Yeah, we had it way before January. I think my son who passed away in July had it last November. Doctor said not flu. You've lost 3 family members to COVID, Tanya? Jesus wept. I'm so sorry for you. Why aren't they announcing the flu numbers or the pneumonia? Because they don't want people to panic. They don't, right? Nobody's talking about cold and flu season. Why? Because they don't want people thinking they got COVID and running to the hospital and overwhelming the medical system. Did I tell you my doctor left? My doctor, my family doctor, remember how he talked me into giving up my Ottawa doctor? It took me 13 years to break in my family doctor. Then she moved to Manotick and dumped me on another doctor. It took her 3 years to figure out that I'm contrary. My health is contrary, and the way I react to drugs is contrary. I'm not just or pharmaceutically sensitive. I'm chemically resistant as well. Some drugs won't even work on me, right? So I've spent the last year breaking in a young man doctor only to have him move his practice after a year. It's like he had to do duty here in this small pissant town for a year before he could open another practice. But he did. He opened another practice in Gatineau. And so I phoned the clinic and I said, what the hell? I said, the reason I left my doctor in Ottawa is because I don't want to travel more than 15 minutes to see my doctor or 20 minutes to see my doctor. Right? And they said, no, he's not taking you as patients with him. I said, good. Who am I getting? Right? I don't think he wanted us as patients. I remember I was in the hospital in July, not gone out much at all since then. Car and garage for almost 4 months now, but also had blood clots with lung issues. Jesus, Dallas. You have to be really, really, really careful. I got sick in November, got lightheaded, and fell and broke my back. Wow. I hate losing a doctor that really know. See, the thing is he really didn't know my history, and half the history, you guys saw it. He didn't believe half the shit I told him until he got my records. Pretty sure I'm staying behind is not my choice, is his. I'm overwhelming. And I don't even go to the doctor more than once a year. And no, I did not go to the Maniwaki Hospital to get my hemorrhoids checked because I'm not going anywhere near hospitals unless I absolutely have to. All right, Teflon. What do you mean? You got diabetes, honey? What's going on? Teflon, talk to me before you leave. My pain management doctor retired. And my new family doctor, the one that's leaving for Gatineau, said, oh, well, I can hook you up with the doctor, the pain doctor in Ottawa that does the marijuana things. His name's Dr. Kilby. And I said, he just retired. He was my pain specialist. So he wasn't even in the know. But apparently the new doctor I have is a woman. And they are not taking new patients. But when Briar's health card gets here, I'm going to explain to them the reason he wasn't with the first raft of patients and as a family member with us, with the family doctor, was because he didn't have a health card. So as soon as he does, we're going to say, please don't cut him out of my family as my family physician, just because it took him 5 years to get a health card, right? What am I seeing? Kelly Thompson. Hey, honey. Joe Mama, what's going on? Roofing nail in foot got infected, type 2 diabetes. You'll be fine, babe. You're going to keep your foot. You'll be fine. Roofing nail. Jeez. Nothing worse than a nail going through the boot because it just takes the garbage in with it, right? Good luck, Teflon. We'll be praying for you, baby. Um, Fortnite, nothing, bruh. Okay. What? Fortnite, nothing. What? So, um, hey, Pamela Nelson, how's it going? Okay, Rose. You take care, Teflon. You keep me posted, okay? You got my email. All right? You let me know what's going on. A pain doctor is a doctor that specializes in pain. And I only ever met one that would prescribe marijuana, but marijuana is legal now, so I'm not going to worry about it. So this just came up on my recommendations. Hey, Robert Jones. I haven't been anywhere since June. Next Wednesday is check day. I'm going out. Like I said, I went out yesterday. And I will go out, but I'm keeping it local. I'm not going to go outside my normal routine. I won't go any farther than the IGA in Chelsea or any farther than Gracefield in the other direction. I don't need cops to tell me, but if they try and stop me from going to Giant Tiger, they're going to kiss my rosy red bodacious apple shape, or used to be apple shaped bottom. Hi, Jessica Pierce. I'm having a better day. Most pain doctors are a pain in the arse. Mine wasn't. Dr. Kilby, he was awesome. I'm having a better day. I have to drive 40 miles one way to my doctor to get to the nearest grocery store. Then I call the doctor's office for an appointment. They have learned that I need to see him, not just because. Exactly. Deary, I had a stroke in November, so I'm told. Really? So you didn't really notice it? Yeah, strokes can be very minor, right? But they still do damage. Just because you don't notice it doesn't mean, it hasn't done damage. So please be careful. Thank you, Chaos. My internalist prescribes my cannabis so I can use it as a tax write-off. B. Wooten. Hey, Thamer, how's it going? Robert Jones. Are you from Canada? I've heard it's nice there. Mountains and lakes and forest. I love Canada. There's a lot of big cities. But you think about this. You have about the same amount of people in California that is in my entire country. I like when everyone says, I don't understand. Like I see housing problems here, but that's because nobody wants to live out in the boonies. But as soon as the internet becomes a fast and furious thing all over the globe, you're going to find people moving out of the city. The people that can work from home are going to move from the city, and they're pushing more people to work from home. Okay, Stephen, you're almost there, darling. You're almost there. I hated that most PM doctors here were visited by junkies that ruined it for all of us. Well, let's put it this way. Pain doctors can tell the difference between real pain and addiction. Most of them can. And it pisses them off too. So, first freeze of the season. Oh, shoot. I'm dumping my medication all over the place. So, hey, Sutton's Days, darling. How's it going, Lisa? How's it going? Terry, wrong page. Okay. How you doing? I'm really sorry I was late. Lisa, with the thing. I had it pre-recorded. But I was going to put it out on Monday but I wasn't well on Monday. I haven't been well since, but I'm getting there. So, hey, Ginger Gargoyle. Listening while you're working. Okay, honey. We've had 19 opiate deaths in our area recently. Wow. This is what drives me nuts. If they had made marijuana legal sooner and gotten it into the industry so that people could treat their pain with it, I'm telling you, we wouldn't have as huge of an opioid addiction as we do. I can't use weed. I'm allergic to THC. Have to use Creighton. You could use hemp, which is almost completely THC free. It's less than a 0.6%. Um, well, Tammy, I haven't gotten the rest I need yet, but I slept well last night. I slept 4 hours and then 4 hours. So our beautiful forests are charred. Didn't need to happen. No. My oldest son needs pain meds. He has had half his leg amputated. He still has phantom pains. Get him some indica. You know what the beautiful thing about trees, honey, is they always come back. It's like grass. It always comes back. It has a network of roots under the system. They will come back. The trees will come back, I promise. Right? Hey, Mac, did I say that right? Anyway, hemp doesn't do anything for me. Well, you've got to make sure it's high CBD hemp, right? Now, listen, folks, it's been an hour and 17 minutes, and I'm going to go and sit at the quilt frame and see if I can't get some work done. All right? So now comes the time when we're going to do our, thank you, Mick, do our spiritual blessing. He's walking again. That's awesome. Okay. Well, honey, it's just the way it rolls. I try not to go more than an hour because I have to keep my data for my phone because even though my internet is improved, it's not streamable, right? So, for all those who care to, please help me close with a spiritual blessing. This is a non-denominational prayer to the higher power of your understanding. Just because I call my higher power chief or God or great spirit, it doesn't matter because my connection with my higher power is mine. I don't think people realize that they can have an individual connection with the higher power of their understanding. So, this is a spiritual blessing that we do every time we do a live stream so that we can love and support and leave in a positive frame of mind. We can love and support each other and we can leave in a positive frame of mind, and so that we can also say a prayer for the world that's been taking such a beating for the last year. Okay? So, if you don't want to stay, that's totally no judgment, no harm, no foul. And it's not for everybody, but it is for everybody. Even if you don't stay, you're in the prayer. Okay? Nice deep breath. Hey, Chief. No disrespect. The great I am. How are you? Thank you, God, for bringing us back together. I've had a rough few days, and I appreciate the love and healing that you've been sending me, God. I just, and God, I want to thank you for all my friends and family on YouTube because they lift me up every day, God, and I do the best I can for them, but I can't always do it. But I love coming here every day where we share our crap and we share our love and we share our solutions. Okay, God? And there's a lot of people right now in our YouTube family that are not well, that are isolated, that are alone, or facing familial problems or rejection or what addiction, whatever's going on in their lives. There's a lot of people here, God. So, God, we came today together so that we could love and pray for each other and lift each other's spirits. But there's a lot of other people out there, God. A lot of other people that are lost and alone and who don't know where to turn. So, God, we lift them up to you. Whisper into their hearts, God, that they are not alone. Let them feel our love, whether they know where it's coming from or not. Let us be instruments of your love, your peace, your light, your direction. And the dark ones, God. The ones that are constantly putting logs on the fire of dissension and anger and negativity. The ones that get glee from seeing other people torn down and hurt. God, we just hand them to you because there is nothing we can do about it but pray for them. But we want to hand them to you. Okay, God? So let's just take all the negative that we came into this world with this morning when we woke up and be the dog. Drop it at your ass, kick dirt over it, and walk away from that crap. Face the day with positivity, love, patience, tolerance, and peace. Let's be an example of what we can do just by being positive. Yeah, that works. That works for me. So God, thank you for my YouTube family. Thank you for my family and my friends around the world and in my own country and out of my own country. Protect them, God. Protect them from bad energy. Protect them from those that might do them harm. Protect them from disease that might do them harm. And if they are already suffering from illnesses and disease, then God, give them the strength to get to the other side and heal. Thank you, God, for bringing us together. Amen. Shalom. Namaste. Peace be with you. Merry meet, miigwech. Whatever your salutation is, say it with love and confidence, knowing it's being heard and knowing it will get results one way or another. All right. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our Half-Acre Homestead saying I gotta go and work on a quilt and do some dishes. All right. Take care. God bless. And hopefully we will see you tomorrow. Probably in the afternoon, though, because I'm going to be spending the day quilting. I have to be up at 8, so I'm going to quilt until at least 1 o'clock. All right? I love you guys. Take care. God bless.